Thank you for tuning in to another Tats for Life video. It's been a while, but I figured I'd do another disassembly video on a carburetor. The other one did great on the channel, so I figured you guys might want to see how to disassemble a double pumper instead of the vacuum secondary that was in the other video. It's a little bit different, but mostly the same. If you can do one carburetor, you can do them both. It's just that simple. So I'm on my kitchen table. Y'all complained about it, but shit, it's my kitchen table. I can build a carburetor on my kitchen table if I want to. And I'm not building it today. I am pretty much disassembling. So the first thing you will need is a set of these or some sockets. Those are used to loosen up the bolts that are in front of the bowls right here. I think they're 8mm. Let's see. I am correct. Now you want to loosen them. And before you do this, if you're doing it on your kitchen table, make sure that it has no gas in it. Go ahead and take your bolts out. Now this is a double pumper. All the bolts will be the same length. If you taken apart a vacuum secondary, watch my other video, or pretty much listen to what I say here. The vacuum secondary has shorter bolts on one side than it does this side, unless it's dual meter and block. Then it have both the same long bolts, but most of them use a plate. So let's go ahead, take this out. Now this carburetor was on a Kamal, and I went to put it on my tow truck. It had been setting, and one of the floats was sticking, so I ended up going with another 650 double pumper I had laying around and using it instead. It was on the 51 Chevy. If you've seen it in videos, we used a double pumper off it, and pretty well got that truck up and going. And I figured I'd do a video just using this one. Even though this carburetor don't need rebuilt, it's getting rebuilt. Why? Educational purposes for you guys. So once you get all 4 bolts out, go ahead and smack it. Some people like to stick a screwdriver or something on, pry on it a little. You don't want to do that too much because you can damage it. But if you get right here, usually you can just grab the lip of that bowl right there. Get knocked free, but it ain't coming, so let's tap it some. Still no. Let's see. This ain't a good thing to use tools like this for, just so you know. So my carburetor has been off the car for quite some time, 2 months now, and been setting. Boy, has it been setting. It's got a little damp right there. That don't hurt it. You can clean that up with a wire brush. It does not hurt it. But try to get in here and tap it. And it's gonna make me get a hammer. Don't smack your carburetor that hard. Be gentle with it. Now you can use a hammer and tap it lightly if it don't come off. Just like that. Then you can pour it off like so. Also, now will be a time to check the floats. I'll show you that once we get everything apart. So now we got the bowl off of it. This is your meter and block. You can pretty well take it off. Now this usually got a rivet on top that holds these in. They will not fly out unless they're broken. Some of them are broken. Now the meter and block comes out the same way. Sometimes you have to tap it too gently. Sometimes. Don't want to hit it too hard, you can crack it and damage it. Just lightly tap it. Eventually it'll give up and pop off. Disassembling a carburetor on camera in one take is pretty well, not coming apart as easy as it should. I think the other one gave us less trouble, but you get carburetors like this sometimes, especially if they've been put together for a long time. I'm hitting right here on the edge of this. You don't want to actually pry through this, because you do, you can damage that metering block. You just try to hit on the side of it, wherever you can get to. That won't damage it. And you gotta watch these, because you can actually punch a hole through your metering block, and you don't want that. So just keep working both sides till it gives up. It's finally coming apart. There it is. And once you get it, you can gently walk it back and forth till it comes off. Ease it down on the kitchen table so we don't scratch it. That is your metering block. This gasket is still good. You probably could reuse this gasket, but you want to take it off. The rebuild kit will come with new gaskets, but it's good, so I always put it up for a spare, because you never know when you need a gasket, especially with a Holley and you're trying to tune it and jet it, because you take these metering blocks off and stuff so many times that it pays to have stuff like this. You never know when you need it, and it saves you a trip to the parts house. Now, once you get that, you can go ahead and remove your jets. Can't remove my jets with this, because that is not a big enough one way. As you can see, well, we might can. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, you can check your size of your jets. This is a 58. Probably 62s in the back, I would think. Oh God, that one ain't gonna come. That comes. Now you want to keep up with your jets, because you will be reusing them unless you jet in your carburetor. Put them up to the side in a specified place. I'm going to set out my parts usually right over here, so I can keep up with them for the rebuild kit. Now, once you get that, you will want to take off your power valve. Usually you can do it by hand. They do need to be snug, but most of the time you can snug them up by hand and they come right out just like so. And your power valve does have a size on it. Usually a 7.5. This one is a 6.5. See the 6 and the 5. This is a 65. And you can get different version power valves with an opening on them that's a little different. They make high flows and then regular ones. That's a side note too. Some of the performance kits come with different power valves, some don't. Now, back to the front of this carburetor, you have the gasket, and sometimes you can scrape it off with a scraper or get it going with a knife, or as I'm doing, a one way, and it will come off. I actually might powder coat this carburetor since we got it off and took apart. I might order a performance and build it for the channel. Let me know in the comment section if I should and what you guys think about it. Now once you get it going, take your time. There will be some leftover gasket, especially if it's been a long time. If you've seen some of my videos, sometimes it takes a little bit of use to get off. And then you can just scrape that off, just like so. Now this is a good time to check your Holley for cracks. They are bad about cracking right through here and through here. Now this one has no visible cracks. As you can see in the video, it looks nice and clean. But some of the older Holleys did get hot and over time and usage and stuff, and they do develop cracks. And sometimes you can look on the outside of a Holley and see cracks, and you never will get one that will act like it's supposed to, because it always will give you trouble. It be a cracked medium block, not a medium block, or a cracked body or something stupid like that. And if it's the main body, it's best just to replace the main body. You can get them pretty cheap anymore. Aftermarket ones through Summit and stuff for like $100 and some. As you can see, this one ain't got the choke on it no more. Would be a great upgrade. The back bolt comes off the same way as the front did. You don't need to worry about mixing up your bolts because they are exactly the same. Say I have built 1,000 carburetors or more. Built so many that it don't matter if the bolts is in a bend scattered about. I can about tell you what goes well by just looking at it. As I said, sometimes they don't give you no trouble at all. Set that to the side. That one ain't broke either, so let's try to get this off. Ain't much of a carburetor left anymore. Looks like it's been coming apart right now. We want to hit it on that gasket and on the edge of that medium block because you don't want to damage it. Oops, hit the camera. Won't be a camera if I keep that up, look guys. Let's try this side. Another way you can do this is let this soak just the body with the medium box on it, and it loosen them up enough. I don't like doing that though. but it's a possibility if you ain't too confident in what you're doing. I'm trying to keep it on camera for you guys, sorry. Easy now. That's the pin that holds this on. You want to remove this in order to soak it. This little pin right here. As you can see, it's very easy to remove. I just stick my little screwdriver in here, pry down on it, then it will come up enough that you can actually pull it up with pliers, something like that. I'll show you how to disassemble it here in a minute. Go ahead and peel your gasket off. Put it to the side, it's junk now. Now once you get this, don't rebuild because it's not needed, and trust me, you will get in a mess and probably be buying a base plate, because most of the time when you try to change them now on bushings and everything, it's basically junk in the first place, so there ain't no need to even try. Now you need to take it one way and loosen these. Can we get away with this? That's a big no-no. Four-way on standby. A lot of people Loctite these bolts. You don't have to. But as you can see, this carburetor has been Loctited. That one hasn't. And if your base plate bad and you don't want to rebuild it, as I said, you can buy base plates on Summit. And they actually work pretty good. Think about building a carburetor from Summit for you guys. Just buying all aftermarket parts and assembling it and putting it on a test motor and see how it does. Some carburetors has a bolt here. Some of the factory ones, that one does not. A lot of the newer ones don't either, but I have seen one every now and again with a bolt in that spot. So that's got the base plate. It comes off the same way. You just gently tap it, because these is bad for breaking. So just try to tap the body off of it. Make sure all your bolts is out, which they are. It's just stuck together and being a pain. So that off it comes. Now on your base plate, you want to scrape your gasket off, get it nice and clean for your mating surface, and make sure you put the same gasket back on it. You can buy a kit that's pretty much specially made for the carburetor you got. But it's self-explanatory. If you watch my other video on the assembly of a Holley carburetor, I explain how to choose your gasket and stuff. This is just a disassembly video. But I will be making a reassembly video soon. As I said, the shafts is tight in this one. We have no worries about vacuum leaks. This shaft right here and stuff will be cleaned up and greased up and good to go, just as my other carburetor I rebuilt. Eventually I will get one that needs a shaft tore apart, and I'll show you guys how to rebuild the whole base plate. Now this is the bottom of the main body. It looks good. You want to clean the gasket off same way as I showed you in the previous Holley video, scraping it in the way I told you. Main body. Now you got two scruters here. You can change sizes of your scruters for different pump shots, and they make different types of scruters depending on what you want to do. Now as you can see, you got this. You do have a washer that goes with that, so don't lose that, because some kits does have that missing. I got a few kits that are missing some parts, so it's always good to save your parts so you don't get missing stuff. Does that with a washer stuck on. Now you think your main body's done? No, you got two BBs. Well, not two BBs, but I call them BBs. But you got right here two little kind of like little valves. See them on video. I can't see the camera too good. But you want to keep up with them. Okay, that is complete disassembly of your main body and base plate. Metering blocks right here. This is your back. You don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. Most back metering blocks do not have adjustments right here, and no place for the power valve. It's that simple, can't get it mixed up. Now I said I was going to show you how to take this out. I'm going to. So get you a pick or a one-way. We got a little one-way here. You want to take the one-way and pile up here on the little plastic tab pot, just like so. That will push this little tab out, just like so. And then this guy comes out. To put it back in, so I'm going to keep mine so I don't lose it, because I will not be soaking this carburetor till my rebuild kit comes in. You just stick it there and then tap it down and it's in place. It's that simple. Set that to the side. Set your other one to the side, since you don't know how to, take it off. All for education. And you guys getting a 25-minute long video of me just sitting on the carburetor. Wow. Taking me an hour to get the two screws out. Once you get them out, your throat will come loose, but it will not come all the way out. Right here. Sometimes you can get it by flipping it upside down, but most of the time it won't come all the way out because you got a needle and it's holding this. So we need to get that needle out. That's where my handy dandy tool set comes in. Size, I'm not sure what size it is, tell you the truth about it. We will find out together though. It is probably a standard, and it is probably a 1/2 inch, just guessing at it. It's a 1/2 inch or 9/16, so definitely not 1/2 inch. Bet you were saying that in the comment, it's a 9/16. But anyway, once you get that, you want to loosen it. Don't matter about this top part right now, because you ain't adjusting it or nothing. Let's go ahead and screw it out. Now, that is your needle and seat. This one looks clean. It shouldn't have been sticking. So that wasn't my problem. This guy comes straight out, just like so. Easy. Now you want to soak these in water or soak them in gas. And if they get any gas inside of them, you can shake them and heal it. Or if they sink, they bad and need replaced. That's how you check these throats. Definitely check them. Now this is completely stripped besides your excuse me, I'm getting a cold, but anyhow, go ahead and remove this. I think I was sick last time I made a carburetor video for you guys. Can't remember, it's been about a year ago or two. It's in the description, by the way. Definitely be gentle with these, because these does come in handy to keep for spares, because they do come bad. They do go bad. I'm tired too. But this is how I go. Make sure the tab is always facing out. You can install these backwards, just so you know. As you see, just tab goes on the outside. You don't want to install them backwards. Now on your springs, just a trick. I don't know if you've seen it in my assembly videos before. Take and stretch it. Just a little. Now, put it in and install this guy. Gives you a little bit better performance. You don't want to overstretch it. But as you can see, it's a lot stiffer now, and it'll pump a lot harder. So, that's got that took care of. You can put all your parts to the side. This bowl on the back comes apart exactly the same way. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put my tools up. I hope you enjoyed this Holley disassembly video on this double pumper. Let me know in the comment section. Check my channel out for more content. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it if you do. And thank you for watching my video. Let me know in the comment section if you think I should powder coat this or just buy a main body and stuff. And I have a future video coming up for you guys. Thank you for watching.